47, 48, 49, 50. They are probably the big four in this race. Sorry, and of course Campos, 45. Bib number 45. Okay, we're underway now in the men's C1 short distance final, and it looks like it is Adolf from Hungary. Is it? That's no, he's in fact. Oh, what? In fact, he's got a problem. He has got a bit of an issue as well, and looks like he's lost a bit of direction momentarily there. So it is in fact. Let's see if we can get a close up there. Is that Tarnovschi who's gone out hard? You can see from our aerial view here, they're already spread out. There's a bit of a gap opening up already between. So it is indeed Tarnovschi who's gone out hard, as has Duro from Spain. 51 is Yanchuk from Ukraine. Across there, number 53, that is Yu from China. He's up there as well, but it is Sergei Tarnovschi who's gone out hardest, and Duro from Spain chasing him right next to him. Now, where is Adolf? We saw he had some problems with his boat. There he is sitting. Oh, in fact, he's got some real issues there. I don't know what's going on there. He's trying to work up now through the middle of the field. He's in that second group there, but I don't know what happened. We saw that in the women's race. Early on, there was a big drama. And the same happening there in the men's canoe. But Tarnovschi, the journeyman, there he is out in front. Duro right with him, though, the Spaniard. So Tarnovschi and Duro putting a little bit of a gap between themselves and the rest of the field, even at this early stage. Let's see who's... oh, good. Oh, goodness me, that is a gap. We're not even down to the first. Now we head into the first corner. And it might be Adolf now who's moved into third. Okay, that would be quite menacing for these two chaps out in front to see him moving through into third position now, because he might be getting a bit of momentum back. The big, tall Hungarian Balázs Adolf. But it is Tarnovschi in front. Duro sitting second. Moldova first, Spain second, and I think Hungary sitting in the third position. And that is, yes, indeed, that is Balázs Adolf there, and I think Manuel Campos right next to him. This one of the other Spaniards. There's, in fact, 3 Spaniards in this race. They're very well represented in the canoe. Jamie Duro, Manuel Campos, and Manuel Garrido is also a formidable canoe paddler. So these two really have put some distance between themselves and the rest of the field. It'll be very interesting to see what the Hungarian Balázs Adolf, what his tactics are from here. I doubt that he is happy to settle for a bronze. He would have come here expecting to challenge for a gold. He's one of a handful of athletes. There's not many, but he's also doing the sprint, I believe, this weekend. It's one of the beautiful things about the Super Cup is that we have all these disciplines here, and some of these very talented athletes who do mix it up, they will be doing sprint and marathon. I don't think any of them are doing sprint and slalom, although I understand a couple of the marathon athletes have asked if they can do the kayak cross on the Sunday. And that'll be a sight to behold. Oh, look at this move here from Duro. He's up alongside Tarnovschi. They're almost cheek by jowl. Now looks, Adolf is into third, and is that Campos who's sitting in fourth position at the moment? And the third of the Spaniards is now getting out as well. So Duro has moved into first position. He's obviously got a bit more superior speed on the land. And let's have a look at this entry back into the water. Duro from Spain runs his full distance. Now he's in. There's Tarnovschi right next to him. And they're wearing bib, well, it says a bib number 1. Oh, Tarnovschi nearly, oh, what's going on there, chaps? Stay focused. So that is Campos. That is Campos, the Spaniard, in third. And who's that gone across there? That is Adolf, moved into second. Balázs Adolf has moved up into second. What is Tarnovschi doing? What has happened here? He's almost gone backwards since going into that portage, because Adolf has moved past him like he's standing still. So Duro's going to get a bit of a fright when he looks over his shoulder, if in fact he does. He would be expecting to see Sergei Tarnovschi, and he's not going to like the sight of the Hungarian Balázs Adolf bearing down upon him, because Balázs Adolf is a very, very formidable canoe paddler. So Duro out in front. Big gap here. Although Adolf looks like, I'm just looking across from me now, Adolf looks like he's backed off again. And in fact, Tarnovschi has gone past Adolf. And Campos is also moving up to go past Adolf. I don't know what Adolf's doing. I mean, who's he playing mind games with here? Because now he digs deep again. Some very strange goings on back there in that chase pack. I don't know what the tactics are, but while they're mucking around here, Jamie Duro is off. He is away. Look at that. So Tarnovschi has now moved back into second. And Adolf is really, I don't know what he's doing there. Obviously he didn't want to do all the work, but that's all well and good. But somebody has to make up the distance if you want to challenge for gold, because while you're stuffing around there, the Spaniard is moving further away. So Jamie Duro coming up now with quite a gap between himself, and it is Tarnovschi back into second position. Now Adolf once again makes a move, and Manuel Campos, the second of the Spaniards. So 3 paddlers there battling for 2 medals at this stage. Look at the gap between Jamie Duro and the chase pack, and then another big gap to the chaps in 4th and 5th position. Duro looking nice and strong. Paddling out by himself though, it's never easy. Much easier when you're in a group and you can share the workload, but I don't know there's much sharing going on in that group at the moment, to be honest. Tarnovschi out in front from Campos and Adolf. Duro now coming around the top of the bend, and then he'll head towards the portage for the last time. Now he gets a look over his shoulder. He'd be pretty happy with what he's just seen too. I think he might be a little bit surprised how big the gap is, but he'll like the look of that. He'll fancy his chances here of hanging on and giving himself a Super Cup gold medal. We do have a bit of racing to go yet though, and we saw the power of Balázs Adolf at the last portage, how much ground he managed to make up, and how quickly he was able to move himself into a strong position. They really are spread out though now along this course. Jamie Duro from Spain, silver medalist at the 2022 World Championship, showed us then what he's capable of. And he's following that up today with some pretty good form. He's coming down now towards the portage, and there is still a very big gap between himself and the rest of the field. I really don't know how they managed to let Duro get so far ahead. It was like they were squabbling amongst themselves in that second position, and while they were squabbling, Duro said, well, you guys fight amongst yourselves, I'm just going to go off and win a gold medal here. And look at that, the gap has in fact, I think, widened. There's not too much serious chasing going on in that chase pack. Surely they just haven't given up the run for gold, have they? That's just unbelievable at this stage of a short course race. It certainly doesn't look like there's any intensity amongst the chasing pack. In fact, it looks like there's someone coming across to join them, just to give them a bit of a shake-up. So Jamie Duro coming down here. He'll put the boat in now for the last time, and then he'll head off, but he's safe in the knowledge that unless he falls in, or one of the big fish that we sometimes see around here comes out and knocks him over, He has got a gold medal. Now let's have a look at this. There's some real casual goings on. Looks like Adolf's up there. Is it Tarnovschi? Yeah, look at them jogging alongside each other there. Campos trying to hold on. Now Adolf once again makes his move. Tarnovschi trying to stick with him, but the gold medal has got away from them. And Campos moving into fourth position. So Campos might be the unlucky one here who misses out on a medal. Tarnovschi's made a good return to the water there, a good entry, and moves into clear second. Now Adolf, though, moves up alongside him. So that is where the race is at the moment, because the gold medal looks like it has been locked away. It's going to go to Spain. It is going to go to Jaime Duro from Spain. Tarnovschi currently sitting in second. Right on his hammer is Balázs Adolf, the 2021 world champion. He is sitting in third, and then there's quite a gap now to Campos back in fourth. The weather here, by the way, I mentioned the wind. There's barely any wind to speak of, and the temperature is around 25 degrees. So it's a warm day, but not overly hot. Not so hot that it's uncomfortable for the athletes. Jaime Duro, though, he's going to take the gold. Tarnovschi still holds on to second. Adolf is right there with him. Maybe there'll be a sprint finish for that silver medal. And in that case, I don't know who. I think I'd probably back Tarnovschi in a sprint finish, but there they are, second and third at the moment. Is Adolf making a move now? He's trying to, I think. He had an interesting start. Something went wrong at the start of the race for Adolf, and then he moved himself into a position where he was outright second and looked like he was going to challenge for the lead, and then inexplicably it just basically almost stopped, and Tarnovschi and Campos came up alongside him, and then he got going again. So I don't know. He has got a big program this weekend, Adolf, so maybe he's trying to keep himself fresh. Got long distance marathon, he's got some sprint racing to go as well. It is a long weekend for some of these paddlers. So Duro continues to lead quite comfortably. Tarnovschi holds on to second. Adolf is still there with him though. Are they going to have a sprint finish? There they are. You can see them on the top of the screen. Tarnovschi looks like he's got a little bit of an advantage now. Is he going to try and blow Adolf away on the last bend? Because it'll be a straight stretch after this, a straight stretch to the finish. When do you make your move? When do you go for the sprint? If you're Tarnovschi, do you just hold off? Do you just wait and see whether Adolf goes, or do you go early and try and blow him out of the water? So much risk associated with that, though. But Jaime Duro is going to come down and become our first combined Super Cup champion. Ooh, Tarnovschi reaching wide there. He will turn second. Now he digs deep. In fact, it does look like he's trying to make a bit of a move. He's trying to blow the Hungarian out of the water. Duro probably can't believe in the end how easy his run has been. There is Dmitry Yanchuk, hasn't really figured in this race at all. Probably expected to see him up more challenging for the lead. Who else have we missed out in this race that we might have seen more of? I think pretty well everybody's performed as we would expect. There's Duro now coming down towards the finish line. A couple of 100 meters to go. Tarnovschi still holding on to second. Adolf is right there with him, but is not making any ground on him at all. It's been the same distance now between Tarnovschi and Adolf for maybe a lap and a bit. So here we are, Duro coming down to the finish line. Is Adolf going to make a move? Is he going to pounce on Tarnovschi, or is he happy to settle for bronze? Tarnovschi still sitting second. Duro coming down now. He's got 100 meters to go before he becomes Super Cup champion. Tarnovschi holding on to second. Is Adolf, now he makes a move. Balázs Adolf is making his move now. He left it too late though. Tarnovschi responds. Tarnovschi is responding, so Adolf made a brief move, but Tarnovschi said, nope, not today, my friend. And Tarnovschi now, look at him, he's digging deep. You can't see it on the camera, but he is digging deep now and moving away into clear second position. Adolf knows it now, his race is over. So it will be Sergei Tarnovschi from Moldova who takes the silver, and Balázs Adolf from Hungary finishes. He looks absolutely exhausted in third position. And then a gap then to fourth position. It looks from where I'm sitting, it is, I think, one of the Spaniards who's finished fourth. It's hard to see, we can't see from here. I'm too far away to see clearly who finished fourth. Might be young Erik Vilgar from Poland who finished fifth though. The under-23 silver medalist. I'm just looking at his colour combination, white shirt with the red shorts. It looks like it's Polish colours. That'll be a good result there for Erik Vilgar if it is indeed him that's finished fifth from Poland. But congratulations to our world champion, well, not world champion, my apologies. My apologies to the world champion. Congratulations to our Super Cup champion. Here we go. Let's look at some of the highlights. Now, watch Adolf. What happened to him early on, the big Hungarian? There he was. I think we're going to miss. There he is. You know, we missed what happened to him, but he just dropped back suddenly. And this was where a big move was made from Duro. Got around Tarnovschi. That was the crucial move of the race, that first portage. And from then on, Tarnovschi was playing catch-up. And then there was that strange battle going on between Tarnovschi, Adolf, and Campos.